Welcome to Late Start Piano. My name is Josh. Today we're going to be talking about open chords on the piano, what they are, how to use them, and some of the effects that they have versus closed chords. So for this example, we'll be in the key of F major instead of C. We'll switch it up on you, and I'm going to play just a 1-5-6-4, very common chord progression in a lot of pop music. And I'll play it the normal way with just some closed chords, and then I'll play it again in some open chord variations. So here's the closed chords. 1, 5, 6, 4, 1. So if you notice, in the left hand, the hand I'm playing all the chords in, I basically just did tritones, triads, which is fine, meaning 3-note chords, but I played everything right in a row consecutively. So we started off in the 1 chord, and I played F, A, C. Then we did the 5 chord, which was C major. Again, everything consecutively to make that C major chord. We got the E, we got the G, and then we have the C. Then we went to the 6th chord, which is G minor, D, G, B flat. Everything's right there in a row consecutive. And then we had the 4 chord, D, F, and B flat. Back to the 1. So closed voicings really is what this is called. Closed voicings are okay in some situations. Maybe you're playing really low down here and your right hand and your left hand are close together and you don't really have a lot of room to work with. So you kind of have to use closed voicings. But if you're playing your right hand, let's say up here, higher up, or maybe you are just playing a more slow song, you have time to play more open chords. And all an open chord is you skip one of the consecutive notes and come back to it later. So for that F major example, this was our closed voicing, F, A, C. We could play this as F, C, and A. Now we're skipping this A and we're putting it up here, right? We're just moving this A up an octave. This would be an open voicing. And you can hear the difference in that. Then let's say we want to do the C major, but again we can skip this G, and maybe we go up here. This is also an open voicing, because we're skipping this G. Then we went to the 6, so let's say we want to do something like this. Another open voicing. And then the 4, let's say we want to do something like this. Those would all be open voicings because we're not playing the notes like this. And when you're a beginner pianist, that's okay. You have to learn your triads in closed positions. If you don't know your triads in closed positions in different inversions, it's going to be tough for you to improvise. But I would suggest, as early as possible, you try to practice with some of these open voicings in your chords because your playing is going to sound a lot better and a lot more professional. So let's just kind of mess around. We did that closed voicing. 1, 5, 6, 4, 1. That sounds okay, but we can also do open voicings. And hopefully, even just playing like that, pretty simple stuff, even then, it still sounds a lot smoother and just more, it has more emotion in it. I would say it's just more emotional piano playing. even just playing all these in root position. And one way you can practice this that's a really good way is just play the root, the fifth, and the root again. So you're just omitting the third, right? The C major. Just skip out the third and play the root, fifth, and root again. Really simple, but also really effective. Even just playing these in root position. And then once you got that down, maybe you can add a little bit of rhythm. So we can do something like that, right? Whatever you want to do in terms of that, but I would really try to work on these open chords as quick as possible. A couple more examples for you as well. So we talked about the root, the fifth, and then the root again on top. Of course, you can do these in different inversions, slightly different each time. Right, so if you want to do that F major, this would be the root, fifth, and the root again. We could also do maybe the fifth, the third, and the fifth. We could also do the third, the root, and the third. So just basically different inversions on this root position that we talked about before. That's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is, what I was playing a little bit earlier, is play tenths. So if your hand is big enough, or you can just pedal this and kind of roll it as well, if you can't play it in block position. But you can play the root, then you play the fifth, and then you put the third of the chord up top. And these are called playing tenths, right? Because in F major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is A. You can also look at this as, here's a third, you're just playing it up an octave, so which becomes a tenth. So you can do that. You can do it in block positions if your hand's big enough. There's the 1, 5, 6. Here's the 4. My hand's not big enough, so I have to roll this. And then back to that 1. So if you can't do the block chords again like this, like I was showing earlier, you can also just roll it like I had to roll. I can't reach this from the B flat, I can't really reach this D, which would be the 10th, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So instead I have to kind of roll that. Versus just playing like an F major, I could reach it. So it kind of depends on your hand size as well, but you can always just use the pedal as you're playing. Then you don't have to reach it directly. You can also just kind of improvise. With those open chords and just have fun with it, of course. So I hope that helps. Again, these are open chords. It makes you sound a lot more professional. It has a lot more emotion in your playing versus just kind of the standard block chords. Playing those triads over and over again can get annoying quickly. So if this helps you, let me know in the comments down below. I also have a free guide, a free PDF that will help the adult late bloomer on the piano play songs that you love and get you playing the way you want to very quickly in as little time as possible. It's completely free. All you have to do is click on that link down below, enter in your name, email address, and you'll have instant access to that guide. Any other questions, comments, let me know down below. Again, my name is Josh with Late Start Piano.